I did make a very big mistake, a 600 stitch mistake, that I'm not going back to fix. Good morning, it's 5 a.m. Let's try waking up at 5 a.m. for a week to catch up on our knitting projects. Good morning, it's currently 5:44. I have showered. Today was a hair wash day, so that's done. Iced coffee has been made and is being consumed. I'm going to get about one more repeat done. Like contrast color repeat, and then take Nala out for her morning walk, and then once we get back I will continue to work on catching up. So welcome to this vlog, by the way. My name is Keiko and I am behind on the westknits MKAL. Clue number 4 was released today and I'm only halfway through my clue number 3. But if you saw last week's vlog, I'm okay with that. I'm really proud of myself for not pushing myself too hard to have clue 3 finished by today. And yeah, so this week we're going to try and catch up. For my yarn, I'm using Life in the Long Grass, their rainy weather color kit for this MKAL. And for my Mohair Dare, I am using Sysleriget in their silk mohair. So, I'm also using US 4 3.35 needles by CKnit. So, that's my little informational spiel. It's just so cool to see how this shawl is coming out, because like when I'm knitting on it, it's all like close, but to see it on camera, pretty cool. So I'm gonna get this little triangle done, and then Nala and I will be on our way. Nala and I have returned from our walk. We did 0.68 miles in 30 minutes. That's what happens when your dog is 14 years old. I got to wear a beanie because my hair was wet and I didn't want to be out in the cold morning with wet hair. And when I say cold, I mean like California cold. So it's only 56 degrees, but that's cold for me. So this beanie was my birthday beanie for last year. It's my second Oslo hat. And I knit it with Madeline Tosh in Tosh DK. And I cannot remember the colorway offhand, but I'm sure if you browse our website, you would be able to pick out the very vibrant Barbie pink. So it's kind of fun to be able to wear my beanie. I was just saying the other day how it's kind of like I don't feel like it's Halloween time, because it's like we're going through a heat wave right now and it's like in the upper 70s, and so like yeah, it's kind of nice to have an excuse to wear a beanie this morning. So I'm going to sit and knit. It's currently 6:54, so I'll be sitting and knitting for about the next hour or so, and then I will go wake Comet up and get the morning really started. I also need to pull some bacon from the freezer, because on our walk this morning someone was making bacon and eggs and I could smell it from the street and it smelled really good. So I want to make bacon and eggs. So I'm going to go do that, and then we'll sit and knit and be very fun. Current time check is Thursday, October 24th at 1 p.m. Comet's here. She has been napping all morning, but she is out here. So I don't know what happened, but turns out all I want to do today is knit. And let me show you my progress. It also helped that a friend called, and so we chatted for a while. So I got a lot of progress done during that. I'm using my new project bag. It is by LITLG. Comet's here to inspect it. Wow. Wow. Is it so cool? Do you approve? And I got this in my prize box from the yarn crawl that I went on last weekend. Very cool. So I was kind of organizing all of my purchase stuff and everything from the yarn crawl, and it's like, you know what, I'm gonna use my new project bag. How exciting. So my progress from this morning, waking up at 5 a.m. Between like 5:45 and 6, I got this wedge done. And then between like 6 and 7, I got these two wedges done. And then I believe I got this one done right before breakfast. And then all of these. Can you believe that? I'm just like, where was this knitting mojo this weekend? Or like last week? That's so funny how that works out. So we, I believe, have 4 more wedges to go, or 4 more repeats to go. So like 8 wedges, I believe. I'm not positive. I'm trying not to math it too much because just want to knit and not think about how long or little it is taking me. But yeah, I would say for a morning's worth of knitting, getting all of this done is crazy. Very cool. So maybe possible, I think I might be able to finish clue 3 today, which would be really cool because I'm like trying to wait about looking at what clue 4 is and like what's going on in clue 4 until I finish clue 3, and that's been really difficult. I really want to see kind of maybe how this is gonna finish out. Maybe I can visualize it from just the pattern notes and stuff, but being good, it's giving me something to strive for, you know, something to really work for. So yeah, that's my little afternoon update. I do have some stuff that I need to take care of this afternoon, so I'm not sure how much knitting I will be getting done. And then I also have my aerial class, which will be at later this evening. So yeah, I'm not sure how much I will be getting done. But if I can keep this motivation up, then I will be really excited to come home and finish clue 3. So maybe I will be able to get that done. Also, thank goodness my friend called when she did, because I was definitely hitting like a I'm very tired slump. And so yeah, it was good to have someone to talk through and kind of work through that tired slump. But yeah, anyway, we'll be back soon for some more progress, with some more progress. But yeah, so excited. The end is so close of clue 3 at least, and then I'm excited to jump into clue number 4. So crazy. I'm like, yeah, I'm really curious to see what the final shape will be because this is just so long right now. And I'm sure it'll decrease, right? It's got to decrease. But, yeah. Good morning. It's 5 a.m. on Friday, October 25th. Time to wake up. And day 2 of waking up at 5 in the morning until I catch up on my MKAL. Good morning. Good actual morning. It is Friday, October 25th at 7:37 in the morning. And big progress update. I have spent about almost 2 hours knitting this morning. I think that makes sense. Yeah, I started around like 5:45, right? And I'm on to my last 2 wedges. I believe it'll be one more contrast and then one more main color, and then that will be the end of my clue number 3. Pretty crazy that yesterday morning we started here. I'm loving that I did the weave-in Steven because while it's a little annoying to do it while I am doing that first row, it's a lot less annoying than weaving in all of these ends because, man, that would have been so many ends to weave in. I still haven't seen any spoilers. I'm thinking, because this seems like a pretty finished edge and it has like a light kind of scallop to it, so I'm thinking maybe we'll be picking up here and adding on from this side, but we will see. I'm looking forward to checking out clue 4 today, finally. And I just need to double check the pattern now that I'm on to the very end, just to make sure there's nothing crazy that changes on these last 2 wedges. But yeah, so right now I'm gonna go wake up Comet, and hopefully she'll want to cuddle with me this morning, and then I can finish up clue number 3, feeling good, feeling a little more tired today than I was yesterday, but still feeling good. And like, I mean, other than waking up, like after I'm up it's fine, you know, but like yeah, just the whole getting up part is the most difficult part, but it is pretty exciting to wake up with a goal in mind of knitting. So yeah, feeling like my knitting mojo for this shawl is in full force, and it's just so amazing to me how far I've come. So yeah, go wake up Comet now. We have Bird. She's pretty grumpy this morning, I'm not going to lie. So we'll see how these cuddles go. Current time, 11:51. Sounds like Comet's gonna be angry. We have a finished clue 3. It's huge. It needs to get bigger. That's crazy. I'm like, this is so long. It like goes way past. So, I'm really excited now to download and start clue number 4. Finally, very excited. Yeah, so I'm gonna download it. I did watch the end of his video because it says to watch the video to graph them. It was just a Kitchener stitch, right? So, but anyway, so I watched the end of the video and I saw that there are options of how much larger you'll make clue 4. Oh, and hold on, let me pull up my notes. For the main color, so this is my second skein. I did not weigh it. Probably weighed more than 100 grams, but assuming it weighed 100 grams. Between this and the last ball, I used 24 grams for clue number 3. And then for my contrast color, I've not gotten into my second skein, and this is all I have left over. And I used 27 grams of contrast color for clue 3. So, that's my yarn update. I have my mohair. My whole 5 grams of mohair left for pop of mohair, and let's see what clue number 4 has in store for us. So we are picking up from the cast on, which I think will look very nice because this does feel like a neater edge. It feels complete versus this. So we'll be picking up on this side, and it says tiny bobbles and slip stitches. So that will be fun. Slip stitch triangles. Oh no. Not more triangles. I'm not gonna lie, this was a lot. And it doesn't seem like a lot, but it was a lot, and it took a lot more brain power than it looks like it does. And also on the end, so my very first contrast color triangle has an extra, I don't know if you can tell a difference, but it has an extra section. So this has 4 sections, and then this is what it's supposed to be with like 3 repeats. So by the time I got to the end, I was missing stitches. So in this last wedge, I had to pick up stitches to like add stitches, so that way I would be able to cast off properly. So that was like the only kind of hiccup I ran into. But my gosh, I'm just like, how did these take so long? But looks like we have some more triangles. They don't look the same. These are slip stitch triangles, not short row triangles. So there's that. Like, I don't want to knit more triangles. Wavy border. I like wavy things. So will the wavy border be top of the shawl or the bottom of the shawl? Maybe it says in here, and I'm just silly. But I'm looking forward to this. I kind of want to like skip to the end of his video so I could see what it looks like. But I want to try and hold out so I don't see what it looks like. But I'm like so curious at the same time. I'll try and be good, but no guarantees on that. So I think I will turn the video on just to get started. And I would like to at least least get all of my stitches picked up. That would be great. And then we'll see where we can go from there. Like, I wonder why I'm so tired. I wonder. Waking up at 5 is good though. I swear, I used to wake up at 3 every morning for work. I used to be such a morning person. I don't know what happened. So waking up at 5 is good. And with the MKAL, gives me a good reason to wake up at 5 too. So let's get casted on and go from there. Good morning. Time to get up, I guess. It's 5:33 on Saturday, October 26th, and I'm very tired today. I did not want to wake up this morning, but I'm awake, and I let Comet wake up too. So I let her wake up because she wanted to come out, and I just can't help it. I would make such a bad parent because I would just give in to my kid all the time. And she should still be asleep because birds should sleep like 10 hours a day. You know, like we should sleep 8 hours straight. They should be sleeping a lot more. So she's probably going to be grumpy and extra nippy today. But she was just so cute and she just wanted to come out with me and Nala. So we'll see how that goes for me. Hopefully she's not too mean. So my progress on the shawl.
Hello, you look so grumpy already.
I have quite a bit of progress on the shawl, actually, I would say. And I stayed up way too late knitting. I'm on my last tiny bobble section. And that is very exciting. So I just need to finish this row. I definitely have enough of my mohair, which I was a little bit worried about, but I will be fine. No. So I did get quite a bit of progress done yesterday, I would say. I'm almost done with the tiny bobble section. I'm like ready to cut my mohair. And yeah, I'm still very tired, so I think I'll make myself a coffee and then get to knitting. And that sounds nice. I do have a busy morning, so can't knit too much, but it's good to be up at least. Good to be productive, you know. Who needs sleep, right? Sleep isn't productive. I only say sarcastically. Current time is 6:18 in the evening. on Saturday, October 26th. And it has been a long day, but I have also been able to get quite a bit of knitting done. So, this morning, between like 5:30 and 7, I was able to finish my last row of the tiny baubles and then all 4 rows of stockinette. And then today during the day I was able to finish the first, what is this called? Slip stitch triangles. So, that's what I've done today. And the last row just decreased basically like almost in half. So that's wonderful. I am loving how it's looking, and I will be honest, I did look ahead and see what the finished shawl looks like, because when I was like really reading through the pattern, I saw that the Mohair Dare comes back. I just thought it was in the tiny baubles and I was good to go. But it comes back again a few times, a couple more times, yeah, and I only have this much mohair, but my kitchen scale, so it's not like super accurate, says this is 3 grams, which means I use 2 grams on these rows, and then the next repeats are going to be a lot shorter. But then I'm pretty sure that I want to do the waves on the bottom, and I want to have mohair down there too. So I was thinking, and I haven't stopped thinking, brought up my bag of mohair, about this mohair. I believe that's a wandering flock mohair, but I will be sure to look up the actual information later and put it on the screen. And I have 12 grams of this, and I don't know, I think it could be kind of fun, like, but we'll see, because I mean I will definitely hold this with a contrast color, so it'll like kind of mute it down a little bit. So yeah, I think I'm going to do, like, on the next Tiny Baubles repeat, I will do all of this coral mohair, and then on the last baubles I will do this mohair, and then on the waves I will also do this mohair, so it's kind of like ends, and then the corals like in the middle. And I'm hoping that it looks and will look nice, but we'll see. If it doesn't, I mean, I can just do the contrast color, that's fine, but I definitely want to use up a lot of this mohair. Comment wants to try it. No, you don't eat mohair, you goofy. So that's my progress update for today. I'm hoping to knock out a couple rows of the tiny baubles tonight. You know, the night is still pretty early, and I'm like feeling like I want to, like, I think now that I can actually see the end in sight, I'm like, okay, you know, let's go. I'm ready to finish this up. So yeah, I'm excited to work on this tonight. I'm excited for what the finished shawl is. This is definitely the biggest shawl I've ever made. Like, the only other shawl I've made is like maybe 2 skeins of yarn, maybe. So this is pretty massive, and I think he said the word schlanket, which I've never heard before, but I'm obsessed with. I'm like, yeah, Schlanket. So yeah, I'm excited. Really also like liking this pattern repeat because it's like easy to read. So even though it's like doing more than just like, you know, knitting or purling, it's like a lot easier to tell if you're doing something like right or wrong, as opposed to like these short row wedges. I really had to like pay attention. And yeah, so I'm enjoying the new section, really happy. Currently I am, let's see, take that back, I've knit 2 shawls. I have knit a Sophie shawl, so and I knit that in like 2 days. It was crazy, but I was really addicted to the yarn. Really exciting. It's my first La BNMA yarn, so I was like excited. It came straight from Paris, so obviously I had to cast that on right away. The cowl I'm wearing is from Pacific Knit Co. And I used designs from her autumn doodle and also her autumn expansion pack. So that's what this is, with Fangirl Fibers Scream Queens bundle, doodle bundle, and I love it. If I were to make another doodle cowl, which I would like to someday, I would prefer personally to do the like tube, double-sided I guess it would be, so it goes, the doodles go like vertically instead of horizontally. Like I like how they look horizontally, but I had to put elastic in my ribbing so that way, because before the it would just kind of like fall down and show the inside. So if I were to make again, which I will make some more doodle cowls when I'm feeling the color work bug, I will make the double-sided one. Yeah, I love this. So it's like, because I got to pick the designs, I got to pick the ones that I liked the most, you know? So like I have candy corn, which I don't even like candy corn. I don't eat candy corn. I just like the concept and like the Halloween novelty of candy corn. And then I thought this cauldron was really cute, and the bats are really cute. And I mean, if you saw my Clue 2 vlog, you would know that I like pumpkins. So yeah, we're gonna cuddle up and get some rows in, and we'll check in tomorrow morning at 5 a.m. Hopefully I wake up tomorrow morning at 5 a.m. This morning was a struggle and I was tired all day today, but I do enjoy how much knitting I've been getting done in the morning before I even start the day. So I'm gonna try to get up at 5 a.m. tomorrow too. So we will see you then. Comet's just scratching herself. No one gives scritches as good as she does. She doesn't like my scratches usually. What a sweet angel. She wasn't that cranky today. I was shocked because I let her come out so early. I expected her to be very cranky and grumpy today, but she has actually been a very good bird today. Good morning. It's Sunday, October 27th at 4:54 in the morning, and I'm ready to get up, and it's not even 5 a.m. So that kind of feels good. So let's get up and get some knitting done. Good morning. It's 5:38. Doing good today. Not gonna lie. I'm like feeling not so tired compared to like yesterday. Yesterday was rough. So let's see. Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So yeah, day 4 of waking up at 5. Not the worst day ever. Decided to start today off with a cup of tea. So that's a nice start to the morning. It's just an English breakfast tea. Yeah. Ready to start knitting. So last night I did get another tiny bobble section done. Or I guess the last time I checked in, I didn't even have the first tiny section bobble done. So finished that, and now ready to make some more progress. I think because we're decreasing now, it feels better getting more rows in, you know, quicker. I think it's what I kind of needed to kind of feel like I'm doing more, even though I'm like knitting less, but yeah, feels good. So it's currently 2:51 on Sunday, October 27th. Where was I this morning? I think I was finishing up this section. So I picked up, done a couple rows on the triangles. Sorry if you can hear the dog barking. It's been going at it for a while. I'm currently smoking a tri-tip, and I've made a bunch of, and I've done a bunch of meal prep. So I have steak salads for the next couple days. So Nala and I are just sitting outside enjoying the weather. It's currently 71 degrees, overcast. And yeah, we're just chilling out here enjoying the nice cool weather. I'm gonna get some rows in. I just like to look at it in the camera. It's so cool. Wow, my tri-tip smokes should go for about an hour and a half or so. So yeah, we have some knitting time. Also, this is all that's left. This is all that's left of my mohair. So we will move on to this. Hopefully it looks nice, because I think it would be fun. Also, Friday night, I went to knit night at the Simi Valley yarn store, the Knitting Lounge, and I unofficially finished the yarn crawl. And I bought so this is Ruby and Roses in the soft rose base, 8515 superwash merino nylon. 100 grams is 437 yards. And it's called Urban Garden by Ruby and Roses. So I just love this. Really excited to knit it up. And that will be a fun little project. So I just wanted to support the store since I supported all the other yarn shops during the yarn crawl. Yeah, really excited about this. And also, so the owner was super sweet, and I was telling her how I wasn't able to make it to see me for the yarn crawl, and she gave me some of the freebies they were handing out. So this cute little knitting lounge koozie, keep canned beverages nice and cool. I thought that's really cute. And then, amazing, another tape measure. So, really excited that I have 2 new tape measures added to my rotation. So, yeah, super fun. Love the shop. I'm hoping to be able to go back to some more knit nights. That was very fun. And I worked on my MKAL during that. And yeah, just hoping to be able to get out there and do that a couple times a month. So, I don't even know what I'm gonna do with this. Like, I could do a beanie, but yeah, don't know. It's so fun. It's so exciting. I'm awake. Good morning. It's Monday, October 28th at 5:53 in the morning. I have washed my hair today, so it's very wet, and I don't know if this would just be a voiceover or not. So last night I have kind of finished the shawl. It could be finished, but I want to add the optional border and make it even bigger. But ta-da! This is my 2024 westknits 2024 MKAL. Oh, it's so big, so fun. I did add the Wandering Flock Mohair up in the top, and I do think it looks really fun, but I think to balance this whole project out, I definitely need to add the same pop of mohair on the bottom. So I have weighed my yarns, and the last clue, or what I have left going into my wavy border: 54 grams of main color, 13 grams of mohair, and 102 grams of the contrast color. So I'm not sure how much my contrast color skein weighed before even starting on, or I wish I remembered where I started actually. Looks like from where the ends are woven in. I started my second skein around here. So that's tiny baubles, another one of these, and another tiny baubles, and I still have 102 grams of this left, so that's kind of funny. Last night I finished this maybe around like 8:30, and I did go to sleep relatively early, but I didn't want to, I wanted to pick up the bottom border, but I didn't want, or I wanted to show it first so that way I could, it wouldn't be all scrunched up when I put it back on the needles. Also, I found some 40-inch 3.5 US 4 Chowgu, so I have a longer cable to work with, but I'm not sure. I might need to split this up between 2 needle sets. So I have this one, and then I have the wooden C-knits ones that are not 40-inch cable. So yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if I just end up using 2 needle sets for the border. I'm kind of intimidated by the border. I'm hoping that it goes quickly, but it is in fact a lot of stitches. I love these little triangles and how they're kind of like subtle, but when you see them, they really stand out. I actually think this morning I'm just going to get ahead on some stuff that I need to do, so that way I can spend the afternoon knitting instead of knitting at 5 a.m. And I also want to take pictures of this when there's better lighting. So I'm not ready, or I'm so ready to pick up the bottom, but I'm also like not ready to. So get those pictures taken. But kind of an exciting morning as far as knitting is concerned. Yeah. The current time is 3:47 on Monday, October 28th. And I just got back from the gym. So now I have everything done for the day. And I'm ready to sit and knit for the rest of the night. I got some fun gummy candies from CVS, and I bought Halloween candy to hand out on Thursday that I'm really looking forward to. These are little pumpkins and ghosts and bats, and I love gummy candies, gummy bears. Like, I don't really eat sweets or candy, but when I do, it's most likely going to be gummy bears. So I just wanted to give an update. It's also very windy outside right now, and I don't like the wind. So, yeah, we're just gonna cozy up, work on the shawl. I'm so dreading picking up, but realistically it's only 24 rows, I believe. So I'm just like, to me this isn't done yet. But I'm just like, it kind of feels done because it's not on the needles, you know? So really looking forward to picking up. Also, like, once I get it picked up, it'll be easy to work on, but until I pick up my stitches, I will just keep procrastinating it. So the goal for tonight, get one stripe done. That seems like a doable goal. My dinner is basically already ready, because I'm just going to be eating steak salad that I prepped yesterday. So really shouldn't have too much to do tonight other than knit. But you know how that goes. It's never as easier, never happens like how you think it will, right? Tuesday, October 29th, accountability check-in at 5 a.m. So, for our morning progress check-in, last night I was able to finish my first row, my first contrast color row, and pick up or transition into my main color. So that is amazing. And each row is not taking as long as I was anticipating. Like, it's definitely not going quick, but also definitely not as slow going as I thought it would be. So that's always encouraging. I feel like the Mohair kind of gives it like a glow in the dark kind of color look, which is kind of cool. But yeah, so right now I might only be able to get in one more row of contrast color with the Mohair, but I'm going to weigh it after I do the next contrast color row, and then we'll know then. But yeah, I am planning on doing the I-cord bind off with just the contrast color, but so I wasn't planning on using the Mohair with that, but I still don't want to like do a row without the Mohair. So anyway, we'll see. Just gonna spend the next hour and a half or so working on main color stripe and This one should go a lot quicker because it's got 3 rows of knitting and 1 row of purling versus 2 rows of knitting and 2 rows of purling. Of course, I'm a lot slower at my purling than I am at my knitting, but that is okay. So, let's get to some morning knitting. Good afternoon. It is still Tuesday, October 29th, and it is 3:14 in the afternoon. I'm wearing my Halloween cowl again. Very exciting. I love it so much. Hold please. I went out, met up with a friend, and we knit for a couple hours. Actually like 2.5 hours, so that was very nice. My progress since this morning, I was starting on the 2nd row of this main color. So I did 3 rows of main color this morning, 1 row of the contrast color this morning, and then 2 rows and just a little more of the contrast color this afternoon. I did make a very big mistake, a 600 stitch mistake, that I'm not going back to fix. So the main color is supposed to look like this. I unfortunately did knit, and then I realized I was supposed to purl, and I didn't want to go back and take it out, so then I just did 4 rows of knit basically. So honestly, like, not the biggest thing in the world, but kind of annoying, kind of frustrating, because like, it's my first big mistake of the shawl. But feeling good, feeling optimistic about how much I can get done tonight. And once I'm done with this last row of the contrast color, then I will be able to weigh my mohair and see if I will be doing 1 more repeat or not. So, should be interesting. It's looking like a no. This does not look like very much mohair, but you never know. I'm still enjoying this knit, but I'm also like, wow, I'm so close to having it done. So I'm like very excited for it to be done, because also like wearing it yesterday just got me so excited. Like I'm ready for it to be done so I can like wear it and be really proud of it. So we're on the final push for that. So I'm gonna start making some dinner for myself and the pets, and then hopefully a cozy evening of knitting, and probably another 5 a.m. morning tomorrow. So, good morning. It's 5 a.m. on Wednesday, October 30th. Good morning. It is 5:45 on Wednesday, October 30th, and 5:45 in the morning, that is. And we have started to bind off. So last night finished the contrast color row. I only have 3 grams of mohair left, so I don't have enough to do more of this row. So I did 1 more row of the main color and then started the bind off. So this morning all we have to do is finish binding off, and then we have a finished shawl. Of course it needs to get blocked too, but yeah, that's exciting. For my I-cord bind off, I'm using a 4.5 millimeter needle. So this is 3.5, and then I went up a needle size to do the bind off, so that way it's stretchy, because I'm just naturally a tighter knitter. And as you can see, there's some good stretch in the bind off, so I'm really happy with how that is looking. I'm really excited that the shawl is almost finished, and then I can spend the rest of today getting ready for Halloween for tomorrow. I want to make some little goodie bags for all the little trick-or-treaters, which I don't get very many. I only get like maybe less than 2 dozen, but it'd be fun to put together some little goodie bags and edit the vlog, of course. So today will be a little bit of a busy day, but I'm excited because today we will also have a finished MKAL. Also, Nala woke me up at 4 a.m. this morning, and I probably should have just stayed awake, because waking up at 5 was probably one of the more difficult days of waking up at 5 this week, but it's fine. We're up and ready for the day and ready to get knitting. So today's a trash day, and also the past couple days have been extremely windy. So I need to go rake up all the leaves so that way they can get picked up in the trash with the trash. And I checked the weather, and apparently it's like 49 degrees, which is like really cold for where I live in Southern California. So I mean, that's kind of exciting for me though, because it gives me an excuse to pull out my penny gloves, which I made, and also pick out a beanie to wear while I go rake up all the leaves. But I just thought it was funny how unexpectedly cold it is this morning. So it's 11:41 and we officially have a finished westknits 2024 MKAL. Here's what she is looking like. The bottom border really needs a block to kind of rest because it's curling a little bit, trying to curl. But yeah, I'm like really proud of myself. I feel like I knew going into the MKAL that it was going to be like a challenge to knit this much. But I am really proud of myself for completing it, and I'm just so happy and satisfied with the finished product. Like, especially I think this section is my favorite with the tiny bobbles and then the little triangles. But yeah, just the whole thing overall pretty incredible, and I can't believe that I made it and that I for the most part kept up with everything. That's another thing, I'm really proud of myself, because I think that's always been something that stopped me. I just felt like I couldn't keep up, or that I wasn't advanced enough to participate in an MKAL. But here we are. finished an MKAL. So proud of myself. So I am going to pretty much get it blocking like right away. So that way, hopefully it'll be dry tomorrow morning. So I can quickly add in some videos of it on and better showing it off a little bit better. And get some final stats on like how much yarn I have left over, things of that nature. And yeah, really proud of myself. I'm really excited. I can't wait to wear it out. And now is time to start doing some Halloween crafts after I get this blocking. So it's looking to be a fun, crafty day. Also, so my penny gloves from this morning, those are penny gloves by Petite Knits, and I knit that with Sewrella. I think it was her Sweetheart colorway, and then also I held it with the same Mohair, this Sysleriget. And so those were very nice, and they kept me very warm this morning. And then the beanie I'm wearing is, I believe this colorway is Madeline Tosh Pickleball in Tosh DK. And let me look up the pattern. The pattern I used is Classic Ribbed Hat by Purl Soho, which is a free pattern. And I used pretty much the full skein of the DK weight yarn, and I knit this up in like a day. I remember there was like this crazy storm happening, and so obviously I'm just gonna stay inside when it's rainy and windy, and I just knit all day. And so this was like my storm beanie that I knit earlier this year. So anyway, oh yeah, last knit that I didn't talk about that keeps me warm when I wake up in the morning. This is my cardigan number 8 by My Favorite Things Knitwear. I did Noro, Madara, I believe, in the colorway Sake, held with Tynn silk mohair. And so yeah, this is nice and oversized and perfect to keep me warm on cold mornings, but not something I want to wear when I'm out doing yard work and raking up leaves and stuff. So yeah, I think that pretty much sums up all the knits that I wore in the video, at least since this morning. So I will be back tomorrow with some finished object video. So while I do the final try-on of this vlog, I just wanted to say thank you so much, especially if you've made it to this point in this vlog. And whether this is your first video here or you've been following along, for all 4 clues, I truly thank you for hanging out. Hopefully you've been working on a project during the vlog too. Would love to hear what you've been working on in the comments below. And if you did also participate in the MKAL, would love to hear about how your experience was too. And also, if you enjoyed the video, would love a like and consider subscribing if you'd like to follow along for some more casual, cozy knit vlogs, just on projects I'm working on. And yeah, thank you so much, and I will see you in the next one.